I'm Scout. I live in Chicago right now in a ridiculous loft. It's ridiculous. But I'm in the process of buying almost 2 acres in the Missouri Ozarks. And as soon as that's paid off and my house is built, I'm moving out there and I'm gonna be a homesteader. And there's like 1,000 channels on YouTube for homesteading. I know because I watch them all. And the one thing that I noticed is that there's not a ton of them that are single women. Actually, I can't think of any that are just single women. I'm trying to think. I hope I'm not missing anybody. None of the ones I watch. It's always like couples and families, and you know, I'm a single woman. I'm gonna be doing it by myself. I think that's gonna be kind of interesting. See how much work I really like to do. I think I like to work hard. We'll find out. Hey, Albie. That's my dog, Albie. I have 2 dogs. That's my favorite. But anyway, I will show you my ridiculous loft. I will show you the garden that I'm trying to grow in the middle of winter over here. Well, it's not the middle of winter, it's December. But it's cold, and I'm trying to grow things under a skylight, which is kind of hilarious, but it's sort of work. This is my experiment. I've been trying to save this plant for like 5 years. And it's not dead yet, so that's something, but you know, it's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen. Just put this in here today because it was getting a little, just feeling a little trapped in that tiny little pot I had it in, so we'll see how that goes. I got clippings from an aloe plant. I'm always clipping aloe plants. You should see the one in my bathroom, it's ridiculous. So, okay, so this is either onions or garlic. I'm not sure what has popped up here. We'll find out. This was lavender. That's sad. But we got some potatoes coming up here. If you can see that. Tiny little potatoes coming up. There's a potato. Got more potatoes buried in here. Trying to do this avocado thing. That's kind of a joke. Not working out great. Asparagus here. This one got too much water. This one didn't get enough, so I moved him into this pot today. Hopefully that'll perk things up a little bit. And then this is rosemary clippings. I got rosemary at the farmer's market like maybe 3 weeks ago, and just grew out the roots a little bit in a glass of water. We'll see how that does. Fingers crossed. Got another fern up here. I don't know what that one is, but it's really pretty when it's doing well. It's a skylight in an apartment. I'm doing my best here. I was trying to make smudges. I was drying out carrots. These just smell nice. I keep them around. I do the rosemary. These haven't sprouted any roots yet, so no, that's. We'll see. Look at this beast. Oof. I'm gonna have to move this at some point, but gosh, it's so healthy. It's so beautiful. I'll just keep it in here, keep it going. That's my most ridiculous one. This here is a clipping that I got. If I'm not mistaken, I just picked up a piece of a leaf off of the sidewalk, and it's been in here about a year. Flowering on here the other day. I don't know, it's doing something. It's not dead. Be honest with you, I've usually had a pretty, not quite a black thumb, but a brown thumb. But trying to do better. This is Zoe, that's my other dog. We have Zoe, and we have Albie. My loft was ridiculous, like I'm not kidding. This is ridiculous. It's pretty big. Lots of space to do all kinds of nonsense in. Spend most of my time baking bread. There's the Marlboro Man. Since I'm building an A-frame house, A-frame-ish, thought I'd practice. So This is supposed to be the outhouse. Very clever. Well, it's a doghouse right now. Very clever design. You see this shutter? Ooh, yes. Get all the bad smells out. Got some roofing on there. That's where the windows will go. That is my, I call it my junk hole. It is like my workshop, but I'm storing up all this lumber and cast-offs that I find from construction sites. I don't have a ton right now because I don't have a car right now. So everything has to be carried home. But yeah, we're working on something here. And this here is where I have my garden in the summer. Right now it's a bunch of trash. Should probably take that out. And that's the compost. Got my rain barrel put in. I'll take that in before it freezes. Very sad state out here, but the bee balm refuses to die, and I love that. That was potatoes. But yeah, urban gardening right here. Can you imagine how horrible that is? Climbing up this ridiculous ladder that I built very badly with all of that equipment. It sucked. The bees actually died. 2 years in a row my bees died, but I am not losing hope. I'm just gonna do better. Figure out what's going on and do better. I'm also trying to grow mushrooms in my bedroom. The temperature's a little cooler in here, so I thought it might work better. I don't know. Guess we'll see. This is my list of, well, some stuff that I'd like to grow. Not everything, but some stuff I'd like to grow and what it grows well with, because there's gonna be some major polyculture going on here. I'm probably gonna have to do mostly container gardening. I mean, obviously, while I'm here in Chicago, and then in the Ozarks, I'm gonna have to do raised beds. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna try to grow a lot of stuff together. What's fun about this, see, okay, so each one of these marks is how many times I was able to use it in a bed. And then I have my little combinations here of stuff I'd like to plant together. So it all seems very simple until you start doing it, and then you realize that it's not at all. Got some different things I can plant in intervals and succession planting, you know. I might have to use more than the fire escape this year if I plan on doing this stuff. Might have to expand onto the roof. But all my neighbors are artists, and they do a lot of art projects and stuff up there, including knife throwing and rollerblading in capes with swords. I've seen both of those things happen. So it wasn't great when I had the bees there, but the plants might be okay, as long as everybody doesn't eat all my corn. All right, well, this should be interesting, right? I feel kind of funny. How do I explain this? I feel kind of funny about having a YouTube channel because, like, I don't know a lot, so I don't know how to tell people how to do nothing. But I can kind of show you what I'm doing and what works and what doesn't for me. And also, if there are other single women or girls out there who have this big, beautiful fantasy of moving out to middle of nowhere and living by themselves without power or running water, what a dream. But for me it is. For me it really is. That is something I've always wanted to do. So to me that sounds like the best thing in the world. So if there's other women like me Hello, sisters. Greetings. Let's figure this out. Let's do this thing.